Hello, Virgo. So before we begin your reading, I have two cards for you, and I really like the connection between these two. This is really nice to see. So from Le Vampire, you pulled Rebellion, Upstart, Tumult, Revolution. I love it because this card is saying that you are being called to follow your own soul's path and truly becoming yourself and finding out what it is that you love. So, and this is also about being truthful to yourself about what it is that you really want to create in your life. Now, when you look at that with prayer from Chakra Wisdom, this card speaks about the same thing. It says that, if you're sidetracked from the path that you started on, you will be guided back to your true calling. I like the way the two are connecting. So the idea in this card here too also is that, you may have thought that one path is where you were supposed to go, but you may be being led to something that is much better for you, what your soul truly wants for you. Here's the energy coming through. Very nice. Very, very nice. The Ten of Pentacles is all about absolute financial security. This is saying that you have security in your life. But being a 10, this is an ending and the start of a new beginning. So in the 10 of Pentacles, you're looking to the future to see what you can do now with what you have. I like it. I like it connected with, the Ace of Wands and then what you pulled in the Oracle, because it says to me that what you're doing right now is you're really trying to create what you really want in your life. And it's something that you have passion for, which is fantastic. Oh, wow. In the past, the judgment is about the past. So judgment is all about rising up to hear the call and reviewing your past with joy rather than regret. And seeing that means that, there's this feeling again of, starting something new. I mean, when you look at the sequence, and I say this all the time because it's so important, between judgment, the world, and then back into the Fool, this is about going again. And here you have an ending and a new beginning, and that new beginning was the Ace of Wands. I really like where this is going, Virgo. You have some really good stuff going on here. Oh, yeah. The Page of Pentacles. So seeing that right now, to me, is saying that you're willing to put in the work that's needed to create the things that you want in your life. That Page is looking at that Pentacle, and he's saying, what can I do to create more? This is saying to me that, you're really looking at what opportunities you have to create what you truly want in your life. And I like seeing that because, seeing the Page of Pentacles, it suggests hard work. And, whatever message is coming through as far as opportunities to create more, he also is saying that you'll have the backbone to do, the tedious work. But the thing here that, I like to remember is that with that Page, you need to make time for play too. I mean, everything can't be about work and creating, this wealth and security in your life. But, definitely, I feel like these are good messages coming through for you to create more in your life. But then more than that, to create what you truly want. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. You guys have got some stuff going on here. So the Wheel of Fortune. And again, the tens. Falling out with the Ace. Being okay with the past. Willing to put in some hard work. The Wheel of Fortune is all about fate being on your side. This is about going again. So all the bad is going down, the good is coming up, and Anubis is suggesting rebirth. This is starting the journey again and taking the good with you. And again, fate being on your side. These two are really good to see. Really good to see. It suggests that, whatever new adventure comes up for you now, it's like you're being led down a path that is what you really truly want. Your soul's calling. I love it. Ooh, the best path to follow. Seeing the Nine of Wands, and this is like the reoccurrence for Virgo. The Nine of Wands is saying that, you may be beat up. You may be a little beat up emotionally and you have your wall built and you're still ready to fight. But the problem with the Nine of Wands is the person that is, on guard and ready to continue fighting may not be getting the messages that are coming through. But as your best path to follow, this is saying that, you need to be ready to continue to fight for the things that you want. It's like, especially with this here, you have an opportunity here for like a second chance. And again, to go again, but it's like there's this need to fight for it. Stand your ground. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. So the Two of Wands, seeing the Two of Wands in your environment is saying that, again, you're willing to take the action that's needed to create what you want in your life. Now, to me, the Two of Wands goes back to the Magician. Even though the Magician is connected with the Aces, which you fell out with the Ace of Wands, now here's the Two. So we can sit and think about doing something great all we want, but if we don't take action, it may never manifest. And this is suggesting here that you're willing to take the action that's needed. And again, it's like you're wanting to put in the work, wanting to create more, and you're willing to fight for it. Your hopes and your fears. Now, I see this as a hope. The King of Swords, again, is like another messenger. He's looked at as the messenger with a pure message, but he may be delivering it in a harsh manner. This is about being active and courageous and not worrying about the obstacles that are in your path. And again, it's like, yeah, you're ready. You're ready. You are ready to fight for what it is that you want. And you're being active about it. For sure, you're being active about it. And things are changing. It's like, there's some endings going on here, but you're like, I want something more. And you're taking that action. Here you're fighting for it. It's good to see, and it goes really well with rebellion, I like it. I feel like looking at this that, you're, especially with like perseverance continuously falling out for you guys before, it's like now there's this shift where you're like, screw that. I'm going to go after the things that I want. And for sure with the Knight of Swords there, you're definitely doing it. Oh, yes. Wow, Virgo. The Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is passionate. He is seeking new adventures and he's driven. And yes, he is looking to the horizon to see, what new adventure he can follow. You guys, wow. I mean, look at it. And again, the wands have to do with our passions. The things that light us up, light our souls up. And you definitely have this calling coming through to you now to follow what it is that your soul truly wants. And you're willing to fight for it, and you're being courageous and active. I really like this, Virgo. And looking at Judgment as the past coming through is saying that, the past is the past. Now what can I do? And here, you're opening up to this second chance to go again, and to go after your passions. I love it. And then with prayer too, again, you're being led down a path that is your soul's true calling, and you're willing to fight for it. I really like this reading, Virgo. Things are like really shifting here where it's like you're definitely taking some action now to create the things that you want. And seeing the Ten of Pentacles to me as the signifier is saying that, not only are you willing to do what you need to do to create this here, but you're carrying that feeling with you of security, financial security, wealth. It's like your focus is there, and that is where you're wanting to go. And then looking at the two knights too, it's like you're willing to go down, whatever path is in front of you to get to what you want. But either way, with both of those knights, it's following your passions and being active and courageous. You're not sitting around anymore. You're getting up and you're getting active about what it is that you want to create. And again, you're definitely taking action here, which is perfect. Because again, we can't just sit around and think about the things that we want. We have to have that passion, have that drive, take that action. And that's exactly what you guys are doing. I really like what's going on here. The fact that you fall out with the Ace of Wands and now you're seeing these two knights and then you have these other wands here as well. It's like actively seeking out your passions. And there's definitely going to be an opportunity opening up for you, for sure, with the Wheel of Fortune. And it's like your focus is right where it needs to be when it comes to creating the things that you want. It's on this feeling of wealth and security and financial security at that, which is perfect. That is exactly where your focus needs to be when you're passionately and actively seeking that in your life. But looking at the Ace of Wands coming through too, you're definitely willing to take the action and put in the hard work that's needed here to create your passions. And you're actively going after it, and I love it. And then with prayer, this card also says that all your prayers will be answered, which is beautiful. I love seeing it. And here you are, you're like, you know what? I am going to fight for the things that I want. And again, it's you following your soul's true calling. I love it. I love it, Virgo. This is a beautiful reading. And then on top of that, with Judgment coming through, it's saying that, you know what? The past is the past. I want something better in my life now. And again, you're willing to fight for it, and I love it. I do not see this as a fear of you being impulsive or reckless. This is you being brave. You hoping to be brave and to be active and to be courageous. I love it. I love it. I love it. What you guys have coming here to you now, as long as you keep working at it, is definitely going to create this in your life, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. These are some beautiful endings and the start of very beautiful beginnings.